Janice, please excuse this text. I tried calling, but you were unavailable. On my way to work, I witnessed a terrible accident at an intersection. A little girl was involved in the accident, and I'm here with her, so I'm really sorry, but I'll be a little late.
Which intersection?
The one near 14th Street, Union Square Station.
Oh, that's not so far. If you run, you can make it to work on time.
I'm sorry if I was unclear, so allow me to try explain this again. A little girl has been injured, and I'm waiting with her.
Let me try to explain it to you, Simon. Have you called an ambulance? If you have, you're free to leave. There is nothing more you can do for her, so there's no reason for you to stay with her. If you run, you can still make it to work on time. Punctuality is very important. Simon! You're late! When are you coming to work?
I'm in the ambulance now.
What? Why are you in the ambulance?
The little girl's mother is at work and can't come right away.
I don't understand. You aren't her parent or even a relative. Why are you accompanying her? What you're doing, it's called hypocrisy. It sounds to me like you just don't want to come to work.
I don't care what you think anymore. It's just... I saw a little girl get hit by a car. She's crying and bleeding, and I'm supposed to look the other way and go off to work? I don't want to be that type of heartless person. That's why I'm in the ambulance with her. We'll be at the hospital soon. I will contact you again later.
Get out of the ambulance and cab it to work now! You can still make it to the morning meeting. Simon!
You know that talking on cell phones is forbidden at the hospital.
Are you testing me? I am your supervisor. You answer to me. That includes answering my calls wherever you are. It's not like you're a child. You're going to be 30 soon. Grow up!
I'm not acting like a child. It's because of my age that I'm acting like a responsible, conscientious adult.
Just because you graduated from an Ivy League university, it doesn't give you the right to ignore your superior's orders. I mean, you can't even follow my orders properly half the time.
The little girl's mother has just arrived. I'll head to the company then. Sorry for any inconvenience that I may have caused.
Even if you head over here now, you won't be here in time for the morning meeting. Think about how your selfish actions have troubled me and your colleagues. I'm going to deduct half a day from your PTO for your tardiness. And the cab fare from the hospital, the company will not cover it, so pay for it yourself. This is Ashley, Amber's mother. Thank you for helping my little girl. Amber told me that the two of you had exchanged WhatsApp details. I hope you don't mind that she told me your contact information.
Oh, you didn't need to contact me. I mean, I didn't ask her for her contact details. I'm not that type.
Oh, don't worry. I understand. Kids nowadays often exchange WhatsApp details. It's not a big deal to them. And where are you right now? When I came out of Amber's room, you weren't nearby. I would like to thank you in person for all your help.
You don't need to thank me. I didn't do anything. I'm fine. Really, there is no need.
But you stayed with Amber until she arrived at the hospital. Oh, are you at work? Come to think of it, the accident must have happened on your way to work. I'm really sorry for any inconvenience this has caused you.
No. Actually, I'm at the donut shop around the corner eating a jelly donut.
Excuse me?
My crappy supervisor is going to deduct half a day from my PTOs, so I decided there was no reason I had to rush back to work.
Oh no, I'm really sorry.
No, don't worry. After I finish my donut, I'm gonna go to Best Buys and look around. I'll have a nice leisurely lunch, perhaps at a steakhouse, and then go to work. I know it sounds pathetic, but this is the way I am. So really, don't worry about me.
Well, in that case, Amber and I have just left the hospital. Can we please take you out for lunch?
Oh, you really don't need to, and you both must be exhausted after what's happened.
I've already taken the day off from work and Amber's not going to school today. I just don't have the energy to make something at home, so we decided to eat lunch and then head home. We both really would like to thank you for your kindness.
Well, in that case, I gladly accept, thank you.
That's wonderful. Shall we all meet at Time Warner Center? I'll make a reservation at the Porter House.
Simon, where are you? It's past 11. Huh? I thought you were giving me the morning off. You're deducting it from my PTO, right?
I don't believe it. Is that head of yours working?
I don't understand.
I told you that your actions have troubled your colleagues and me, right? So shouldn't you show some remorse by coming to work as soon as you can? You are planning on apologizing to your colleagues who had to cover for you, right?
I'm sorry, I will apologize to the people I troubled, but I don't know if that needs to be done during working hours. We'll see how things are and apologize at an appropriate time.
I've had enough. Your attitude is just terrible. I have no choice but to report you to the CEO. And I will ask HR to make a note of this on your permanent record as well.
I see.
There is a strong possibility you may be terminated. Our company's employees must put the needs of the company above all. I heard through the grapevine that your grandmother lives with your parents.
Yes, she does. I don't understand what my grandmother has to do with work.
In that case, it may be better for you to work for another company.
Excuse me?
If you miss work because your grandmother is hospitalized or on her deathbed, we'll need to cover for you. And if she passes, you'll take some time to mourn, right? It's the same when a female employee takes maternity leave or quits after they get married. When I see situations that may possibly hurt the company, I get rid of them as soon as possible.
Janice, I have never lost faith in a human being as I have in you just now. Though I agree that the company is important, there are some things that are even more important.
I told you to stop all that hypocrisy. You make me sick. Anyhow, I will be reporting you to CEO Stevens. It's too late to apologize. Good luck finding your next job. Simon! Please answer your phone.
Is something the matter? It's Sunday, my day off. Though you are my supervisor, I don't think I'm obligated to talk to you on my day off.
Fine, then let's do this by text. What did you say to CEO Stevens?
What do you mean?
He just called me and gave me a verbal warning. He said I had made a false report against you. Why am I in trouble because of you? What did you say to him? Oh, I won't forget this, Simon. I'm going to convince the company to fire you.
Oh, I know all about that. Actually, I'm at CEO Stevens' house right now.
Excuse me?
Remember how I helped that little girl who got hit by a car at the intersection? That little girl, her name is Amber. Her school insisted on presenting a certificate of gratitude at their school assembly.
What?
CEO Stevens and I will be attending the assembly together next Monday.
Hold your horses, huh? What's going on? Simon, explain yourself.
I apologize. I was just talking to CEO Stevens about your report. But Janice, I don't know why you would report me as a compulsive liar who lied about the accident to cover up oversleeping that day. You wrote that I was a heartless man who didn't care about people's misfortune and used them to my own advantage. When I saw you had written that, Janice, I was enraged. So I sent CEO Stevens screenshots of our texts that day.
What? Tell me you're lying. I know you couldn't do that.
CEO Stevens was furious. I think you'll be hearing from him later. I don't know, you may get fired. Anyhow, he said I can go home now, so I'm going home.
He just called me, but I ignored it. We haven't finished our conversation, Simon.
You ignored a call from the CEO. It's not like you're a child. You're going to be 50 soon. Aren't you supposed to answer your supervisor's calls? Wherever you are?
Stop fooling around, Simon. I've decided to forgive you for your attitude, so call CEO Stevens.
What am I supposed to say to him?
What do you think? I apologize for having a bad attitude at work. Tell him that. This whole situation was created by your bad attitude. It's not my fault I misunderstood what happened that day.
Huh? There's no way I'm telling him that.
Don't say no way and just do it. Can't believe a slacker like you gets honored by a school, but a hard worker like me is on the chopping block. I've done so much for the company.
CEO Stevens told me that trust is really important in business. It's important for us to be compassionate, and when in trouble we must seek the compassionate choice, which is why he was so proud of my actions that day. Do you know how happy I was to hear him say that?
What's that? Do you mean if I'm fired, you won't feel any responsibility?
Not one little bit. It has nothing to do with me.
Fine. In that case, I apologize. So call CEO Stevens.
Excuse me?
I apologize for the comments I made. So call CEO Stevens to smooth things over.
Sorry, but no can do.
What? I thought you had no issues with that, being a hypocrite. I'm your supervisor. I've done so much for you over the years. Can't you do this one little favor for me?
I may be a hypocrite, but I won't switch sides for just anyone. I don't want to use any leeway I may have with CEO Stevens on you.
What the? Will you stop this already?
It's too late to apologize. Good luck finding your next job. HR investigated Janice's work performance and found many instances of how she'd harassed her subordinates. Though she was terminated, she tried to convince CEO Stevens what a talented employee she was until the very end. CEO Stevens told her no matter how talented she was, without compassion she was worthless. She left the company defeated. Also, the girl from the accident, Amber, and her mother Ashley, for some reason, the three of us go out for dinner from time to time. The other day, Amber told me in confidence that she didn't mind if I became her new father. But Ashley's so beautiful, I'm sure she's not interested in someone like me. Anyhow, I'm so happy I'm able to lead a life of compassion without any stress or hypocrisy.